So this is the video on retrograde remedies with Denichi Lazuli. First, you have to know what retrograde is. Retrograde is when a planet is on a reverse axis for a certain duration of time, and while it's seemingly appearing to be on its reverse axis, what's happening is that planet is causing our psyche to experience its negative aspects. It doesn't mean bad. Negative can mean reverse polarity. So, Mercury retrograde, for instance. Who is Mercury? Mercuros, Hermes, Quetzalcoatl, Odin. He's the bringer of knowledge, the hangman on the tarot, if you will. The magician, the one who brings knowledge, the one who bridges the gap between the physical and spiritual worlds. Mercury works with the energy of both Archangel Raphael, who's the healer, and Archangel Michael, who is the director. So, healing is a transmutable energy between projection and direction. Push, pull, giving, receiving, right? Mercury was the Greek god, or Hermes, the Roman variant of him, was the god of knowledge, communication. He was the one who brought wisdom from the higher realms. So when this planet is in a reverse polarity, what happens is those messages from the divine are not as superimposed, meaning you're allowed to do what you want. Bear with me for one moment. Rather, you are supposed to finish what was already given to you. It's not that nothing happens during Mercury retrograde, or cell phones and electronics do not work. That happens too. But the main thing that happens is you're supposed to be finishing your projects. Okay? So anything you started is going to be imposed on you. You're going to be forced in a small duration of 3 weeks to finish this project. Now Mercury, being the Lord and Herald of communication, mathematics, science, mischief, travels, it's said that during this time period you're not supposed to go on travels. Of course, you can't always give in to these superstitions. This advice is for you to understand what Mercury retrograde is and how it affects your psyche. And today I'm also going to provide remedies so that you can pacify and utilize the positive attributes of Mercury retrograde. So one, we know we must finish those projects. Get them done. Okay? Now, because Mercury deals with communication, you're going to notice that this is a time where you're going to come across a lot of old friends and allies and even enemies. Now, it's interesting because why would God, the all-knowing, the omnipotent, the omnipresent force, give us communicative abilities and capabilities, knowing already what our heart is always trying to convey? Sometimes people don't always have the privilege of communicating. So we do. So we are going to have to take precaution in using the words we say. So I answered my question already. God gave us communication so that we can bridge the gap between us. Okay? So, during retrograde periods, I found it very beneficial to chant. See, the rishis and the ancient Vedic shamans, who I talk about a lot, they developed remedies for retrograde. These calculated vibrations called Bidra mantras were used to enable you to get in touch with the higher planes, the scalar energy, the akasha, the vibratory field which connects us and the worlds above. So one mantra that is successfully given to Mercury, called Buddha, not Buddha, Buddha or Bud. There's a mantra that goes like this. This helps you to pacify Mercury retrograde's energy. One is chanting the mantra. There are two that I was taught, and I'll share them with you. The first one is the basic mantra of Buddha. Now, Bud's day is Wednesday, for the word miércoles, Mercury. The metal is mercury. The stone is emerald. The finger is the pinky. The gemstone is here. Quicksilver or white gold for Mercury. Now, if you don't have an emerald, you chant the mantra. Okay? Carnelian is also efficient for Mercury energy. Cinnabar, if you have cinnabar, because it has literally mercury inside of it. You can also use green aventurine, and any silver-based crystal can also be effective. If not, you can use cinnamon or crone's wort, mugwort. You can rub it on this pinky here, the pinky of the left hand. These are all effective for Mercury, okay? This is the finger of communication. So the mantra goes like this. I know, I'm deviating away. I'm hiding stuff. No, I'm not hiding anything. I'm revealing this knowledge so that you can always use it for the rest of your life. Generally, this is used on Wednesday, but during retrograde, you can use it every day. Chant this 30 minutes. The first, Om Bom Buddhaya Namaha, 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 Om Bom Buddhaya Namaha. Now that mantra, Om Bom Buddhaya Namaha, connects you directly to Mercury. You can feel your channels, your nadis open up completely. Almost like a emotional freedom technique. The tapping, you'll feel all of your channels open up. And it works its way into your network system. Your spine, your occiput, your C1, your C2, your network system completely. Immediately you feel your body heating up. So those mantras are sacred sound syllables, much like tuning forks that we use today. Okay, so the second mantra is the mantra of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is also a goddess in charge of governing over the planet Mercury. Okay? So Lakshmi, according to legend, is the consort of Vishnu, also called Narayan. So you chant the mantra of Lakshmi, and it goes this way. This is the second alternative. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. 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 So either or work. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Both are effective. As I said, sandalwood. You can also use cedar wood. So, this is my video on Mercury retrograde and techniques you can use to help with any confusion that you're experiencing. Little tip little tip for you, little advice. During this period, you're going to meet a lot of people who are going to experience miscommunication. Please, I beg you, do not take what they're saying personally, because 9 out of 10 chances, they don't know what's going on, but you know what's going on. I assure you, using these remedies will be very effective. Namaste, Lakesh, Imhotep, Hotepu, love and light to you eternally.